Hello, Canoecopia folks. Thanks for tuning in to this presentation. I'm Jerry Vandiver.
I'm Caitlin Evanson.
And we're glad you're here with us. We've got a bunch of new songs, along with a couple of old favorites that we hope you will enjoy. And just want you to sit back while we welcome you into Caitlin's home studio here in Nashville, Tennessee. Want you to be a part of all that. And let's get started with the first song.
All right.
All right, this first song is called No More Room in the Van, and Kate and I wrote this one together. You want to tell them how it came about, by the way?
Yeah,
Okay.
This was to be my first Canoecopia, and it did not happen, sadly.
Like back in 2020, you think?
2020,
Yeah.
sheesh. Yeah, due to COVID. And we got all the way there, so we prepped and we packed, and boy, did we pack.
Yeah.
There was maybe an inch left in that van, and everything was just Tetrised in perfectly, but definitely there was no more room in the van. And we talked about it during the process, and as we do when we get to talking, we thought, there's a song idea. So this one came about, and it's called There's No More Room in the Van.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and... The 8-man tent, big food bill too, Coleman cooler, and 22-foot canoe. I jammed and crammed and side door slammed and filled the passenger seat. And then you come and smile at me as I turn the key. So you wanna go paddling, baby? Well, honey, can you understand? I can't take you paddling, baby, baby, 'cause there's no more room in the van. So I moved the canvas tarp and the hammock quilt, bent shaft paddles, and I'm still packed to the hill. I've strained and chained and rearranged till I'm blue in the face. If it wasn't for all this crazy gear, I wouldn't have to say. So you wanna go paddling, baby? Well, honey, can you understand? I can't take you paddling, baby, 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 'cause there's no more room in the van. Take it. Go from bad to badder, it's time to admit that size doesn't matter.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. I got a 2-person tent, an ultralight pack too, titanium cookware, and a little Kevlar canoe. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy, won't take up too much space. And when I toss it in the hatchback, I wanna hear you say, well, you wanna go paddling, baby? Your wish is my command. So let's go paddling, baby, baby, baby. There's plenty of room in the van. Yeah, there's plenty of room.
Thanks to you.
There's plenty of room in the van.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was great. That was really fun. All righty. Thank you for your wonderful applause on that last song, by the way. This song, actually, we kind of did before in the past. This was a song on my... What is that? Oh, my The Middle of Somewhere album.
Yes.
And this is the song I wrote with my wife, Gracie. It's called My Other Car. And I'm really glad Gracie wrote this with me because it just shows that she's very tolerant of me having lots and lots of boats in my fleet. So we decided to make this a real country song. You ready for this?
Yes.
Let's see, just kick it off.
A 1, a 2, a 1.
My other car gets incredible mileage. It glides right along with the greatest of ease. It doesn't use a single drop of oil. All it takes is a little bit of elbow grease to carry my food pack, camp chair, long john, underwear, coffee pot, and trekker boots, sleeping pad, fleece top, bungee, dealy pop, cook stove, and alcohol fuel. Oh, it hauls as much as any pickup can do. Yes, my other car is a canoe. Yeah. I'll never see a check engine light warning, or leave the lights on and drain the battery. Well, it may start a little slow in the morning. At least I never have to go looking for my key to carry my food pack, camp chair, long john, underwear, coffee pot, and trekker boots, sleeping pad, fleece top, bungee, dealy pop, cook stove, and alcohol fuel. Oh, it hauls as much as any pickup can do. Yes, my other car is a canoe. Now variety is the spice of life. You can count on that. And when I need a change of pace, my other car is a kayak to carry my food back, camp chair, long john, underwear, coffee pot, and trekker boots, sleeping pad, fleece top, bungee, dealy pop, and CCS tarp too. Oh, it hauls as much as any pickup can do. Yes, my other car can't take me too far. No, my other car is a canoe. Yeah. That's country with a capital K. All right. Thank you very much. Let's go to the next one.
All right.
Okay, so this next song, we're going to do something a little bit different here. Some of you may know that Kate and I did a children's project last year during the pandemic. We called it Camper Kate and Jerry Berry. And we had so much fun putting it together on so many levels, not the least of which was we did a long video presentation that used all these songs, or some of the songs from the project, in which we had kids from all over the country sing along and create the song presentation with us. So on this next song, what we're going to do is show you that video of one of those songs called Outdoor Mom. That's from the Camper Kate and Jerry Berry project, and that's where we're going now. So here's Outdoor Mom with kids from all over the country. Hope you enjoy it.
Some moms make a mean macaroni and cheese, and some are beauty queens on their own. Each mom has her own special qualities. Oh, but my mom's really bike, a backpack and paddle, start a fire in the rain without getting rattled. She can do anything under the sun, and I'm the lucky kid with an outdoor mom. She says, I love the Sierra Nevadas and ride on a trail out in Moab. Now soon we're heading to the Boundary Waters, but first I gotta learn how to blow up my own sleeping pad. She can hike, she can bike, backpack and paddle, start a fire in the rain without getting rattled. She can do anything under the sun, and I'm a lucky kid with an outdoor mom. Put a compass on the map, ferry upstream, learn how to read a river. I'm gonna do everything as long as I'm out there with her, and I'm sure gonna be with her. She can hike, she can bike, backpack and paddle, start a fire in the rain without getting rattled. She can do anything under the sun, and I'm a lucky kid with an outdoor mom. She can hike, she can bike, backpack and paddle, put your tent in the wind without getting rattled. She can do anything under the sun, and I'm the lucky girl,
And I'm the lucky boy.
and we're the lucky kids with an outdoor mom.
Wasn't that awesome?
Yeah, that's
Love
so
it.
much fun.
Love it, love it, love it. I also love the dances they do, the choreography
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, we didn't make any of that up. They did. It was really
No.
fun. So thank you for that. Hope you enjoyed it. The next song is going to be another special presentation in that I'm not going to play. It's also a song from the Camper Kate and Jerry Berry CD called Grow, which is very special to both of us. So Kate and I wrote it. And on the recording itself, Caitlin's husband, Pedro, played on it, and we're going to let him be in camera now and play this along with Kate on the song.
Yes, my husband's from Brazil, and he plays just a beautiful, beautiful guitar of all styles. And this one was just so lovely and near and dear to my heart, and was just meant to be a part of this song.
Yeah, very much so. So give it up, everybody, for the one and the only Pedro Tallarico.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you my guitar extraordinaire husband, Pedro Tallarico. Thank you to my studio audience of one. This song is very near and dear to our hearts, and it's called Grow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ba-da, 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 da-da, 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 ba-da, da-da, 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 da-da. Grow like a mountain wildflower, grow. Grow in the rain or the sun that comes and goes. And when you feel lost in the wind, just know you will bloom once again. And so when you don't know what to do, just grow. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Sing like a mockingbird in the spring. Sing, no one else has your smile or the joy you bring. Who cares if you reach all the highs and lows? This world needs your voice, just know that whenever you sing, you grow. So don't be afraid to walk on a cloud. Don't be afraid to live out loud. Just leave all the doubting to everyone else. If you be you, you might just surprise yourself. And love, as big as the sky above. Yeah, 'cause love is the one thing you can't give too much of. When you do, something inside you begins to glow, tingles all the way down to your toes. Just remember, when you love, you grow like a mountain wildflower grow. Yes, grow in the rain or the sun that comes and goes. And when you feel lost in the wind, just know you will bloom once again. And so when you don't know what to do, just grow. Ba da 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 da. Ba da ba da 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 da. Ba da ba da ba da 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 da. This next song is called Flying Lessons. It was another one of those where we got to talking about a very special happenstance. I was up one morning in my pajamas. I went outside to get something, and I noticed this little wren, this little bird, flying in and out of our little back storage area. It's kind of open air on both sides. So it was, and I thought, gosh, she just keeps coming back and coming back. What's she doing? And I looked over, and I saw this little Glad bag box full of straw, and she was bringing in all these little bits and making a nest. And I got a little closer, and I noticed she had some precious tiny little babies in there. And, you know, of course, I was pretty excited about that. And in the next couple of days, I came back, and I kept hearing this little beep, 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 cheep, cheep. Well, the mom, I poked my head out there, and the mom was on the fence watching as these little birds were stumbling around trying to fly, and sometimes they would hit the ground, and you know, and she wouldn't go down and meet them. She stayed up there and just kept singing, you know, to them, encouraging them. Yeah, encouraging them. Yeah. And I was watching the whole thing, and it just melted my heart to see nature and how she had to let them figure it out and struggle through it and find themselves in it, I guess. And so I was so moved just by that tiny but not so tiny moment in nature, and I took video and sent it to Jerry, and we wrote Flying Lessons because it was another one of those things where we went, now that's a song.
So here it is.
Yeah. Far here on this fence, baby, my eyes are on you. I'll be right here, can you take the chance? The world waits for you when you do. A soft place to land is all that I am, but there's more that you can become if you fly. All that you need to do, fly. Let the wind find you and take you to places begin to soar. And the wind lifts you up on the wings of my love, and all of the world will be yours. It's not so hard to do, I'm still part of you, and when your heart is true, you'll find you can fly. It's all that you need to do, fly. Let the wind find you and take you to places that somehow you knew you were meant to be. Just fly. You know that it's in you to try. It's all that you're meant to do. Put all your doubts away. No need to be afraid. You were made to fly. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Just fly. It's all that you need to do, fly. Let the wind find you and take you to places that somehow you knew you were meant to be. Just fly. You know that it's in you to try. It's all that you're meant to do. Put all your doubts away. No need to be afraid. It's your fate. Yes, you were made to fly. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
That's Caitlin Evanson, folks.
That's Jerry Vanderberg.
Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed that. Okay, change of pace here. This song came from a kind of an unusual circumstance for me, although not as pretty as the wren flying around. This song was based on the fact that when I go camping or canoeing or wherever I go, it doesn't even just when I travel, I usually carry with me a blue bandana. And a couple of years ago, I was washing my two blue bandanas in the dryer, or washing in the washer, and then they came out of the dryer, and this is how it came out.
Oh.
Is that pitiful or what? Okay, yeah. All right, so far be it from me to let that go just there. I decided, I put a song together called the Blue Bandana Blues, and we had a lot of fun. We've been playing it now for a couple of years. This is on the last CD that we did called The Middle of Somewhere. And if you're a blues fan, wait for this blues fiddle to come around. It's going to be fun. You ready? 1, 2, 1, 2. Went to the store, bandana aisle, bright and blue, just my style. I traveled the world and every season. Now that bandana is falling all to pieces. Got a trip coming up and I don't know what to do. Yeah. Rough and ragged, holy and haggard, blue bandana blue. back to the store, took a look around, but no bandana to be found. Well, this one hurts, I ain't gonna lie. I miss that bandana more than all my ex-wives. I got a trip coming up, and I don't know what to do. With the rough and ragged, holy and haggard, blue bandana. Take it. Yeah. Well, I went to Atlanta
For a blue bandana,
and Texarkana,
for a blue bandana,
down in Savannah.
for a blue bandana,
I came up empty-handed,
for a blue bandana,
so I wrote a letter to Santa
for a blue bandana,
in Hannah, Montana.
for a blue bandana,
I called Carlos Santana,
for a blue bandana.
but he was in Havana. I got a trip coming up, and I don't know what to do. With rough and ragged, holy and haggard, blue bandana. Yeah, that rough and ragged, holy and haggard, jostled and jagged, totally tragic, blue bandana blue. Bad blues. Don't let it happen to you,
No.
especially in your North Star canoe. All right, here we go. 1, 2. There you go. Blue bandana blues. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Woo!
All right, so Blue Bandana Blues people, thank you for that. So it's time now to express our thanks for your support. So of course we have CDs of most of this music. Actually, some of these songs Caitlin and I have not yet recorded yet, and we hope to be doing so actually very soon. So keep your eye out for that as well. In fact, we just put together a website of just the two of us for the upcoming music called kateandjerry.com. I'll put it down there on the video as well, so go check it out. It's kind of fun, and it's not just a real short little website. But anyway, so in the commerce division here of this little presentation, we do have not bad blue bandanas, but good blue bandanas. So that's up there on the Paddle Songs website. You can get as well. And then we have some My Other Car is a Canoe and My Other Car is a Kayak stickers and windshield decals too, that if you want just the white on the clear windshield. So we have those. We got CDs. Please support us. We thank you so much for that because it makes a big difference. It enables us to keep doing this every year, and we love playing this music for you. So thanks so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Alrighty, so this next song is very new, actually. This came out from a trip that I was on last summer in the Boundary Waters with some friends, and there was a couple there that were kind of new in the relationship, and they were all smoochy, and I mean, you know, I'm sweating in the portages and everything, and they're having a grand old time, and I looked at them, I go, you guys, get a room. And I go, oh, well, you can't do that out here, so get a tent. And we got to talking about that, and then, I don't know why we did this, but then we said on the trip, what would Cliff Jacobson say about this situation?
So, Cliff Jacobson and Jay Gustafson,
Sorry, Jay.
Gustafson, we all got together on a little online create and write and hangout, as we do these days, and managed to get a tent, and a lot of really nifty legendary things that Cliff has to say, we thought, let's write him a little script of some things that he could say to this couple and those people out there who need to get a tent.
So this song is going to feature Cliff Jacobson. Hang on, here we go. This is called Get a Tent. 3.
Get a tent!
Now I know you think he's a dreamboat and you want to get fresh and paddle each other to kingdom come. But this here's a float trip, not a fraternity party. Get a tent.
Now I'm all for a little human connection, but way out there you gotta use some discretion. So before you two get all warm and fuzzy, this ain't the place to be all lovey-dovey.
When you're out on a trail pushing a paddle, you can't let yourself get all rattled. Gotta keep it together
before Mother Nature gets you all hell bent. No, you don't want to go attracting attention with that shameless public display of affection. You're not gonna find a cheap room out there. So get a tent.
Now usually I'm for whatever floats your boat, but try those smooth moves in a canoe and you're gonna capsize in cold water, and then nothing's gonna work.
Now we all know about Adam and Eve and their hormones raging around that crazy tree. But steer clear of temptation, for heaven's sake. We're still all paying for that apple and that steak. Yeah, when you're out on a trail pushing a paddle, you can't let yourself get all rattled. Gotta keep it together before Mother Nature gets you all hell bent. No, you don't want to go attracting attention with that shameless public display of affection. You're not going to get a cheap room out there. So get a tent.
You'll find what does work in chapter 43 of my flagship book, Canoeing Wild Rivers. And while you're at it, put the ground cloth inside the tent.
You gotta watch out for the rocks, falls, and strainers before you crash and burn.
Be a faithful abstainer.
One and only. When you're out on a trail pushing a paddle, you can't let yourself get all rattled. Gotta keep it together before Mother Nature gets you all hell bent. No, you don't want to go attracting attention with that shameless public display of affection. You're not gonna get a cheap room out there. So get a tent.
And make sure it's a good tent. And if you want to find out the specifics, see my book, Camping's Top Secrets. Remember, the fly should stake all the way to the ground. And you should always use a ground cloth inside the tent. And if a storm blows up, hey, add more tent stakes and keep on loving.
Get a tent!
There you have it.
I like looking at, get a tent. This next song is called The River Just Flows, and it was just another one of those, we got to talking and said that's the song, but it was another one of those beautiful, much needed for us connections in nature. We were kayaking. I believe you were in the canoe.
I was in my North Star canoe, I might add. I was, yeah.
And I was in my kayak, and we just came around a bank.
Whose kayak?
We were in one of his many. I was in one of his many
Sorry.
kayaks. No, that's all right.
On the Harpeth River.
You ain't never had too many boats. So. Ain't never. You ain't never had too many boats. Yep, on the Harpeth. And we just took a little corner and saw a really beautiful bank to stop and have lunch. And so we busted out the little picnic and sat down. And you know, after you've been paddling for a while and you finally hit that reset button, you know, and you feel it, and all you're doing is connecting to nature. You're not thinking about your phone. You're not thinking about anything else in your life. Just those beautiful Zen moments that we wait for, that are just so special. And that's how we felt. We were sitting there just eating with gratitude and breathing deeply, and we just watched and listened to the running river. And I believe, I'm not sure if it was my hippied out moment first or yours, but I said,
Man, the river just knows what to do. Don't you wish we could be more like that, man? Yeah, and that's
And the song was born.
yeah, and the song was born. It always knows what to do. Wouldn't it be nice if we could do that too? So, the river just flows. 1, 2, 3. As I sit on this rocky shore, watching my river go by, I can't help but think this river has more, so much more wisdom than I. It always knows just what to do. Wouldn't it be nice if we could do that too? The river just flows. The river just goes around every bend and over again, through all the highs and lows. The river just flows. The river just knows. No matter how the world turns or where the wind blows, it has its own direction to go. The river just flows. I don't know what will happen tomorrow. I don't know what may come today. I just know this time on earth is borrowed. And if the river could speak, what would it say? Find your journey, make your declaration. Carve your own path to your destination. The river just flows. The river just goes around every bend and over again, through all the highs and lows. The river just flows. The river just knows. No matter how the world turns or where the wind blows, it has its own direction to go. The river just flows. The river just flows. The river just knows. It's bigger than us, and we just have to trust it'll take us where we're meant to go. The river just flows. Oh, the river just knows. No matter how the world turns or where the wind blows, it has its own direction to go. The river just flows. Oh, oh, oh. The river just flows.
Yeah. Thank you, Caitlin.
Thank you.
The river just flows. Okay, this is our last song. Before we go any further, I just want to say again, thank you for tuning in to our presentation. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as we have done putting it together. We really have had a lot of fun. Big thanks to Pedro Talarico for not only playing the guitar in that beautiful song that Caitlin sang, Grow, but also he's the man behind the camera and the sound and audio and stuff, and we're not paying him. So that's even better. So with this song as our last song, this came from a trip that Caitlin and I took with a couple of friends in the Boundary Waters a couple of years ago. And we had run into quite a few difficult situations.
Yes, yeah. This was my first time out of the Boundary Waters, and I was just rearing to go, and I was so excited. And man, we got hit with weather immediately, really heavy, and it just felt like one challenge after another, like when it rains, it pours kind of thing.
Literally.
And we were fighting through.
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then we had just come off of a windy lake, and we had a really difficult portage. But on the other end of that portage, on the put-in, it was just calm and peaceful and serene, and we just quietly got in the canoe.
Yeah, and he was paddling behind me. He was my paddle buddy, and it was all quiet. And then I hear him say, "Peaceful waters."
Yeah.
And I turned around and said, "That's our next song."
Yeah.
Yeah. And this song, actually, another beautiful moment with it. Some of these things are just spur of the moment. The best things are for us, especially in music. But we were paddling the Ozarks on the Current River.
Right.
And just, a handful of people having a great time. And we found this beautiful cave.
That you could paddle into.
Yeah, that you could paddle into. Thank you. That was the magic part, is we could paddle right into the cave and just hang out in your kayak in there and hear the echoes. And somebody suggested, hey, you guys should sing in here. And we immediately thought, Peaceful Waters. Mm-hmm. And so we got to sing that in a cave, echoing while we're floating around in our kayaks. It was just another one of those magical connections to nature moments.
Yeah. So here we are. This is Peaceful Waters. Thanks again for being with us today.
Yeah.
Ready?
My heart longs for peaceful waters, where every storm has taken lead. Let my soul rest unbothered, and peaceful waters carry me. I've been through the raging tempest, where the skies have opened wide, and in my empty search for refuge, no peaceful waters could I find. My heart longs for peaceful waters, where every storm has taken lead. Let my soul rest unbothered, and peaceful waters carry me.
I found myself with two choices. Forge ahead or run aground.
Yeah.
I chose the wind and rocky shallows, where peaceful waters could not be found.
My heart longs for peaceful waters, where every storm has taken lead. Let my soul rest unbothered,
When
peaceful waters carry me. peaceful waters carry me.
Yeah. Thank you, Caitlin.
Thank
you,
you.
everybody. We hope to see you out on the water. Hope they're peaceful for you, too.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody. Bye. In a paddle, you can't let yourself get all right. Gotta keep it Mother Nature. Gotta keep it together. One more time. That makes me feel so much better.
I was thinking.
And we have that on camera, too.
Yeah. I was just thinking about like that note, and I was like, well, that was kind of the wrong note to end on. Crap, I have to sing.
There you go. All right, so here we go. One.
Oh. Okay, sorry.